It is important for people in aged care communities to be able to tell their stories, to reminisce, to face their end-of-life journeys feeling supported and cared for. As chaplains, we create opportunities for spiritual support through worship, prayer, Bible study, and connecting people with their own spiritual and faith communities.
Chaplaincy in the military is important because as chaplains we exist outside the chain of command. Now that means that we can provide a confidential listening ear to Defence Force members and to their families as well. As chaplains we provide advice to soldiers and officers about things like religion and then more generally in values and ethics.
In all sports, chaplaincy provides a support network to catch the many unrealised hopes and dreams of aspiring sportsmen and sportswomen. Sport is of course such an integral part of our Australian society, and chaplaincy provides a vital role in journeying alongside players as they go through the challenges and the pressures of a highly competitive environment.
Being a police service chaplain can be a tough gig. The phone's always on and you're often dealing with people in messy and ugly situations. However, the variety of opportunities to minister are both wide and deep. As chaplains, it is important to maintain confidentiality and to build relationships as you advance the role of chaplaincy in the public arena.
So hospital chaplaincy is a bit like walking into people's temporary lounge rooms, and over time you're someone that they can share their stories with. And as chaplains we become part of the restoring, renewing and regaining of faith and God's love, especially when people are in times of fear and pain.
Chaplaincy is about providing holistic care for staff, patients and their families. Clinical care is provided above the surface, but there's a lot going on below the surface when faced with a crisis. And then there are the happy moments, like blessing a newborn baby, where we celebrate with the baby's family and share God's hope for the future.
Many inmates are vulnerable and isolated. The very presence of our chaplain speaks volumes, as it says we're here and we care. The very nature of prison ministry has an implicit challenge, as it asks us to address how we treat those who have transgressed the rules of society.
As a chaplain, when I walk through the prison freely, I bear witness to my Christian faith. And even though the people around me may not be Christians, there is a deep sense of acknowledgement of the Christian message that I am my brother's keeper. And prison chaplaincy is about being church and representing the church without judgment or sanction.
In the midst of the everyday stuff of life, in times of grief and loss or trauma, or just the simple dislocations and disorientations that we all experience, chaplains are present to people at their time of need, present to them, whoever they are and whatever they believe. So chaplaincy is a vital expression of the ministry of the Uniting Church in Queensland. Chaplains are the face of the church to people who may never enter a church building or even come across a Christian community or a minister. Chaplains are present in the life of the community of Queensland. They are present in our hospitals, in aged care facilities across our state. They are present in schools and in prisons, present to the Defence Force people that live on the basis of Defence Forces in our state. Chaplains are in all these places meeting people at their point of need, where they live and where they work. So if chaplaincy is close to your heart, I invite you to consider how you might partner with the ministry of chaplaincy of our church. You could do this by making a gift, by remembering chaplaincy in your will. In this way, you will support the ministry of chaplaincy across Queensland. It reaches out to people where our churches are not, and I invite you to consider how you might support that work. Thank you, and God bless.